Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jack and I are going to do one cast today. It's Saturday, the 18th of May. About 6:30 in the evening. I am just above the resort, trying to get out of the sun. Okay. I used to do this all the time on one cast, and I haven't done it in a long time. It's going to be a kind of a short one cast. They're running, I don't even think they're running two. They're running this all day. It says 99 megawatts, 6295 CFS. 6295, that's about 1 unit. Yeah, the numbers don't make any sense, but water-wise, it's okay. Water-wise, it's about 1 unit. I'm throwing a 16th ounce black and white jig with a black head. And I've got some kind of a braid line on this thing. Either Blake or Darren talked me into putting on this reel. As you can tell, I'm not thrilled with braid. Not yet. It's been a real pretty day. No clouds, no wind. Fishing has been pretty good for this type of weather. I'm not crazy about bluebird days. Nothing on the first cast. I actually got out and fished a little bit mid-afternoon, and I went up in the trophy. Well, I took my time going up because I wanted to look along the banks and see if I could see cicadas in the water, if I could see fish hitting the cicadas, which I did see cicadas in the water, but nothing hitting them except up in the trophy area. But up in the trophy area where I've been catching them, little rainbow, there were so many cicadas in the water, it was crazy. And they were just swarming in the trees like hornets. And a lot of logs in the water here. Gotta be careful. And the fish were not coming up. Every once in a while, one would come up and eat one. But it was just absolutely nuts how many cicadas were in the water. This guy's throwing me a big old wake. I literally saw a bass boat do that to a little tiny V-bottom, a guy in a V-bottom today, and just about flipped him. You gotta, if you drive a boat, you gotta watch your wake. Your wake is what damages things. Boats, people, it flips boats. It'll flip a kayak. He's doing it again. He's slowing down and throwing a big wake when he goes by somebody. Yeah, it is a pet peeve. You can go by someone at full speed and not throw a wake, but if you get in a situation you got to stop, then you're in trouble. So you go by slow and don't throw a wake. What was I talking about? Cicadas. Anyhow, it was crazy how many cicadas were flying around and landing in the water, and down here I'm starting to see a few splashes along the lake, along the bluff here. I'm hoping they catch on the fish. Because I'd like to have several places I could throw a cicada and catch fish. Not just on that bluff in the trophy area, because I saw some guys fishing it today, and you know, it's going to get hit hard. Word's going to get out. They are catching fish pretty good on scuds and eggs in the trophy area. A lot of our guides are going up there right now, even with people that are wanting to keep fish, because there's so many trout rainbows up there less than 12 inches. So I ended up throwing a 1/25 ounce black jig up there and caught 5 or 6 small rainbows. And I caught a couple decent rainbows too. I think it just had a bite. And then drifting down here, bait's been pretty good. I think just about everybody's had a pretty good day, I think. Guys fishing off the dock, it's been tough. This is actually casting pretty nice. I'm not saying I like it though. It's got, I think, a 2-pound fluorocarbon or something tip tight on it, on the braid. Oh, that was a bite. The bite does feel a little different using braid. It's kind of a subtle, soft bite. And another even smaller rainbow. Miss Dame hit it on the drop. So they're catching below Fall Creek. They're catching on powerbait and night crawlers and scuds. Missed another one. So I don't know if you saw the short that we put out, or that Nathan made, of me catching that 11-pound rainbow 10 years ago along this bank. It's approaching 800,000 views. Crazy. I spent time today looking at, I think there's almost 600 comments. I spent some time today going through the comments and replying. It's kind of funny. Hear people's perspective. I think I caught that fish right in here, or hooked this fish. Now remember, I threw really close to the bank. I think they were running a little bit more water than they are right now.